Let's talk about the new commanders. I think we're going to have Plasma and Hoodoo. I'm pretty sure. All right. All the way at the bottom. All right. First commander, Sammael. He's got a 40% chance infantry to trigger for the next action. He stays in a foul state. Whenever he dodges, he does a riposte damage. That is Plasma's primary skill. And then he has Sacrifice. Infantry. Chance to trigger after being killed. Damage dealt to all enemy troops. So that's Plasma's bomb, Quantum Blast. How cool is this? He's a demon. He sacrifices his troops to blow them up to do damage to his enemy. I mean, that's kind of a fitting hero and name for an ability. I like that. It makes more sense than Plasma. And then he's got the typical Air Infantry Awakening. You'll notice it says obtainable in the altar during the special event period. So Plasma's officially in the game. He is going to be an event commander. He's probably going to be out soon. I remember when they announced him in Ark of War, it came out like a week or two later. Then again, that was early Ark of War. They've changed it since. They'll announce a hero and then wait 3 months sometimes, like they did with Gilly, and Elixir still hasn't been released in the game. Okay, and then there's Gray. Gray is also obtained in the altar during the special event period. Which is, release your Gray or release your Sammael event, and you have to release 10 or something. 40% chance to trigger before the next action on this turn. If the target's hit, then a row of enemies will be dealt damage. This is exactly Hoodoo's skill. Second one is Death Rattle. It's 100%. If he kills the troops, their HP blows up everything else. It's definitely Plasma and Hoodoo. They're in the game, but they are going to be special release. You really don't need these commanders to be S-class, so when they come around, they're worth getting. Just release A. You don't need their awakenings to get value. I play a Pocket Hoodoo. If you're not sure how to use Gray, watch the Pocket Hoodoo video. Even if you don't main mechs or infantry, or if you don't even main mechs, you can still get tier 5 and some tier suppression. And when big send at you, big enemies, if they send knights because they don't want to risk too much tier 2, you might be able to one-shot their slot and do a huge death rattle and kill the majority of their army. So, Plasma being here, he's kind of... Oh, so Gray being here, everyone needs to be running a Pocket Hoodoo now. That's just a need. You need to have him. Plasma, on the other hand, yeah, everyone should be running Plasma with tier 2 to make sure your opponent is using tier suppression. If you catch someone not using tier suppression, tier 2 is incredibly powerful on Plasma. Tier 3 is technically better, but it's really expensive to heal. So tier 2 is fine. You need to have damage and HP, gear, and gems on him to get the most out of your Plasma. So damage on the heads and weapons until they introduce Titans, and then HP and all the other slots. You should also build a little bit of dodge if you want to use him for actual combat. He's not bad for that as well. But I think for the most part, these are going to be 2 utility commanders everyone should be using. You got to learn to gear them right, and we'll probably do videos on them later just so people know how to take advantage of them when they do come around. So, did you guys guess what this new commander is going to be? All right. What do we see? What do we see? Plunk.